Hey guys, it's Comic Wiz here reviewing The Legend of Korra episodes 4 and 5 entitled In Harm's Way and The Metal City. So the first episode, which is In Harm's Way, continues the story from last week's episode, which was the Earth Queen and the fact that she was kidnapping airbenders to draft into her own private army. So we find where, thanks to Jinora, we're able to find the airbenders, and because she used some sort of new ability that she has, which she showcased in the second season, where she's able to separate her spirit energy from her body, and she's able to use it as some sort of a reconnaissance sort of ability. So that was pretty cool to see, and also in a way I hope so, but it could be a new sort of technique for airbenders, because airbending doesn't really have alternate forms of or alternate abilities that it has, unlike fire, earth and water. So I hope this becomes a new ability for the airbenders. So thanks, like I said, mentioned before, Jinora was able to locate them, and Team Avatar was able to break in to the prison where the airbenders are being held, which is a massive battle between them and the Dai Li ensues. But in the end, they were able to get the airbenders out, and then they pretty much leave Ba Sing Se. So then, other than that, we also see Zahir and his crew. They locate Pai Li, I think that was her name, who is the final member of their group. And which also, the fight between them and then Zuko, Town Rock, and Esker and Desna was just brilliant, but also so bad for them, because all of them just owned. It was just it was not a contest at all. And particularly Zuko. I'm shocked. Someone as powerful as someone like Zuko getting taken down. It was shocking to see, to be honest. But a good fight nonetheless, to be honest. Also, so they are able to break her out, and we find out that Zahir and this Pai Li woman, they're in a relationship, and yeah. So other than that, we find because of their escape, actually, Li Beifong locates Korra and them, informing her that Zahir has escaped, which Tenzin has to explain why this is important. We find out that Zahir, when Korra was 3 years old, tried to kidnap her, and for some reason we still don't know the reason for why he's after Korra, and there might be some sort of we don't know what their purpose is or why they're trying to harm the Avatar, but I have a feeling that it might be related to Aang in some way. Maybe it has something to do with him. So that's just my my little theory there. And yeah, but despite hearing all this, Korra is still determined to find the airbenders. She doesn't care. She even invites it, really. She just says, let them come, I'm still going to find the airbenders. There are people out there that need my help. So then, other than that, what else did we get? Yeah, that was it for that episode. And for the second episode, the Metal Clan, we get to explore Li Beifong's past, because we find out that there's a new airbender in a city called Zaofu, or the Metal City, but the problem is that Li doesn't want to go there because of the fact that it's where her sister lives. And we find out that her and her sister don't get along at all. There's a lot of animosity between them. Li Beifong clearly has some sort of pent up resentment and issues with her sister, and in particular to her mother as well, to Toph, which we don't know why yet, but we get a little bit of it here in this episode, where we find out that Toph wasn't the best mother. And if you know, this is the second original character from the original series who has not been depicted as being a great parent. First it was Aang, now it's Toph. We find out because Toph was brought up in a strict upbringing when she was younger, she decided to give her daughters, Su Yin, that was her daughter's name, Su Yin, sorry. Su Yin and Toph, she tried to give them all the freedom they wanted. She didn't really pay much attention, just let them do whatever they wanted, which resulted in them longing for her attention, and as a result, it kind of led to them butting heads because they were so different, and how they and what kind of perspectives they had on things. They always butted heads on a number of things, in particular fighting for Toph's attention, and as a result, Beifong went to follow in Toph's footsteps and become a police officer, while Su Yin went on to become an explorer, and then later on went on to develop the Zaofu city, or the Metal City. And yeah, just seeing this this backstory really makes me intrigued to see what happened between them and why is Beifong so angry, because she is really pissed. I mean, like, she was even talking to her niece, who we find out is actually the airbender in this episode. Because her niece is trying to like reconnect with her because she's never met her before. Beifong tells her to just get out, just leave my room, just go away, straight up just shuns her, and it's shocking to see, like, why is she so angry? And it makes you think about Beifong as a character, to be honest. Like, she has so much resentment for so many things in her life. Like, remember the whole Tenzin thing about her and Tenzin dating, but then they grew apart. And now we find out about her mother and her sister and why they're so messed up. Like, why does she keep all these things in? And what was so bad which resulted in her just like shunning these people out of her lives? Also, it makes you wonder, what happened to Toph? Because it was mentioned in this episode that she's still alive, by the way. And not only that, but she used to visit Zaofu, the city, but she stopped for some reason. So it makes you wonder, where is she now? What is she doing? And why did she have 2 children with 2 different husbands? Like, did something happen to them? Did she experience something that's made her need to, like, not commit to people or just abandon them? Because really, she neglected her children, and that's like really the best way to put it, because that's really what she did. As a result, it's led to this whole messed up dynamic between her and her children. So yeah, that was a good episode also, but really, in terms of action, the 4th episode had it more, but the 5th episode had more of a story angle to it, which was really good. Oh, and not to forget, but in the 5th episode, we get to see Zahir, who has shaved his head and his face, so he's also enrolled at the air temple at Avatar Island, and he's actually looking for Korra, but we still don't know why, obviously, but we know that he's still hunting her, and he's trying his best to find her. When he finds out that Tenzin is headed for the northern air temple, we find out that he might head there himself, so maybe we'll see where that goes. But other than that, these 2 episodes were really good, in my opinion. I think the 5th one was my favourite, to be honest, just getting a bit more of Toph, why her parents, why was she the way she was? Why did she really like choose her parenting methods? Because it backfired on her so severely. Because I understand why she might have sought a much more simpler approach to the way her parents decided to raise her, but it really backfired on her so much. So overall, these 2 episodes were really good, and also I'm liking how this season is clearly getting off to a better start than the last season. It's such a significant upgrade from what we got last season, and I'm enjoying where this is going and can't wait to see what happens. So overall, I give this 2 episodes combined an 8 over 10. Really good story development, fast paced, brilliant action scenes as usual. And yeah, that's it for this review, guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what you thought of these 2 episodes, and also, do you like the fact that we're getting 2 episodes a week now? Because if you think about it, these seasons each have like about 12 to 14 episodes, so getting 2 episodes a week, we're gonna end this season pretty quickly, as opposed to last season and the season before that. So tell me what you think about having 2 episodes a week now. So also, and yeah, that's it, and subscribe to my channel. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. See you guys.